What's up, everyone? It's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it's time again for another weekly roundup. That's right, guys. This is the time of the week where I go through and show you all of the statues, figures, and collectibles that I highlighted on the channel in the previous week using things like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok videos. And this week, you guys can see, it was another DC takeover in the form of the amazing, and now I believe defunct, line of DC Bombshells. Now, this line I really loved, and it is a larger scale polystone line. So these are all, they're not plastic. These are actual resin. And they highlighted the DC ladies and some of the men, few of them, not many, in kind of like an old style pinup / bombshell fashion. So I have pretty much the entire collection of these up to a point. This set was made by DC Direct, and they used to put out some really good stuff. They had these lines, they had the DC Cover Girls lines, stuff like that, and they were great. Now I believe it is McFarlane who's kind of taken over the DC collectibles. And I haven't seen anything advertised as far as Bombshells go, but I did see he's brought back the DC Cover Girls line by J. Scott Campbell, so I'm a little excited about that. The thing about the Bombshells lines that were great from DC Direct, as well as the Cover Girls lines, they were pretty affordable back when these things came out. So I know I did start the week with one that's really awesome, and this was Cheetah. And they have her in this really cool kind of jungle explorer outfit with the camera, the old school camera. She's got her little hat, and I like that they kind of, instead of giving her a tail, they gave her kind of a cheetah print like sash that kind of flows behind her. Really liked it. Another thing about these I like a lot is the bases are all pretty much the same, and they all had these nameplates that had artwork on them and things like that. Very stylish, and I really liked the way she looked. The other addition on this that I thought was cool was the actual kind of flare they gave her, which was basically Wonder Woman's lasso wrapped around her, and that was another really cool thing. So the second piece that I highlighted actually made me kind of reconsider doing this theme this week, because nobody, and I mean like almost nobody, viewed this one. And it was surprising because, of course, it's Lois Lane. And I don't know what it is about this one, whether it's because she had cleavage or what, but whereas the rest of these got 400 plus views, Lois, at the time of recording right now, only has about 10 views. And that does kind of, it did deter me on day 2 of just scrapping this theme week and going with something different. But again, Lois, I really like what they did with her. They gave her the Newsby cap. She's holding up the newspaper. She's a paper girl. They gave her slacks. She's not in some skimpy little dress with her ass hanging out, so it does baffle me with, DC and everything being in the zeitgeist as to why nobody viewed her. But all in all, I think she's a very great piece. Her pose and everything, she's definitely in the motion of, shouting out some cliche thing like extra, read all about it, whatever. She got the mouth is open. It looks like she's, shouting for the attention for the newspaper. And I think she came out phenomenal. They gave her a classic, newspaper boy, so to speak, outfit. Obviously, she is a little busting out of it, but I don't see where that is a problem. You know, you can tell pretty much by looking at her that this is a take on Lois Lane, and I really enjoyed her. But the unfortunate part is not a lot of people at home got to see her due to whatever it is with the algorithm and hating breasts, I guess. I don't know what you want to say. But if somebody knows why the algorithm does what it does, yeah, please, by all means, let me know. So next up, I had one of my favorites in this entire line. And you guys really seem to like this one as well. This is Starfire, of course, our beloved alien princess in a firefighter outfit, basically dumping water on her own hair that's starting a fire. I absolutely adore this piece. And surprisingly enough, it went through the algorithm scot-free, even with an extremely short skirt and cleavage. So, you know, it's one of those things that baffles me about our algorithms on YouTube. But this one I absolutely adore. As I said, I love the different translucent kind of colors in her flaming hair. The purple with the lighter purple look to the firefighter outfit is super, super eye-catching. The translucency of the water coming out of the bucket. And the thing that really does it for me on this one is her face. Her face is amazing. It's like a look of just surprise. And they captured that look so amazingly well. I cannot stress enough how much I really, really love this statue. And, you know, if you can get her, I do highly recommend looking her up. These are going to be a little bit pricier, but she is one, guys, that I can definitely say is a must-have. Now, going with the Teen Titans cliche, I followed up with Raven, another one that you guys seem to enjoy very, very much. Again, I liked what they did here with her cape and everything else, where we had solid colors on parts of it, and it was actually see-through and a little more translucent in other parts of the cape. Really, really liked that. I really liked the kind of off-the-shoulder look to her cloak, things like that. She's got an almost kind of evil look on her face, the way they styled her eyebrows and things like that. Not the biggest fan of the face on this one. I really do like the way they made it, where essentially she is standing on the cape. The cape is where the pegs are. So it gives her that kind of look that she is floating with her legs. And they actually did use real stockings. So she actually has real stockings. They're not painted on or anything like that. And I like her little kind of headband with the little horns on it. It kind of adds that little demonic tone to her, as well as the translucent blue fire she has in her hand. Looks great. All in all, she's a fantastic piece, and I recommend this one as well. Now, I did skip a day. I think it might have been Friday. I skipped a day. I was super, super busy. So I decided to make up for the lack of a figure by giving you a double figure here in the Joker and Harley Quinn statue in this line. And now I really, really like this one. It gives you the classic spin of the soldier coming home from the war and swooping up and getting the nurse in his arms and giving her a kiss. You know, it's one of those classic scenes you've seen in old movies and old shows and everything else. And I love that they kind of put the spin on it, since it is the Bombshells line. We have Harley Quinn, who probably in this case would be the aggressor and not the Joker, scooping up the Joker with him holding his hat in his hand, and she's just covered him with kisses. I absolutely love this piece. The kind of smooch look she has on her face, Her nurse outfit is definitely a revealing one, but it does fit the time frame as well. I love how Joker has the sailor uniform on, but is still wearing his kind of joke flower. And just the look on his face is great. Like, he has a look on his face like, oh my God, what's happening? And they captured it amazingly well. I think it is a phenomenal piece, and it is one of my favorites of these duo pieces as well. So guys, there was your closer look at all of these amazing statues that I highlighted this past week. And again, I know I've already said it a couple times, but I cannot for the life of me get what the issue was with Lois Lane. I even took her down and reposted her. I thought maybe the time of day, this isn't hitting. And even still, she got the same minimal views. So maybe it's the character, but maybe not. Because I do know, as far as this week's figures going, spoiler alert, I did post one Wednesday that hasn't gotten any views. And I think there's a reason, because of the bustiness of said figure. So maybe it's because of the way Lois is. Maybe it's because of the way I shot the clip. I don't really know. But either way, hopefully you guys checking her out for the first time today can agree that she's a really, really nice piece. Probably not as nice as the rest of the ones here, but she has her own flair. So what I normally do, obviously, is I kind of tell you guys what my favorite one of the week was. And since these are heavier pieces, I'm not going to play musical chairs with them and move them around. But I'm going to tell you, my favorite one of this week, by a landslide, goes to Starfire. I think this is such an incredible piece, down to, like I said, I'm a sucker for the translucent pieces. And the face, just her look of sheer surprise is awesome. The playful pose, the fact that she's dumping water on her own hair, starting a fire. I love it. I think it's comical. And the pose is amazing, and just, she's a standout piece. And I absolutely adore it. Now, again, really, you can't go wrong with any of these. And I do recommend all of these bombshells in the line if you can find them for a decent price. I know there's a couple that I am missing personally. But, guys, that's it for today's weekly roundup. Hopefully you enjoyed getting another closer look at these, and maybe a look for the first time on some of these. Let me know who was your favorite down in the comments below. As far as channel updates this week, I did do very minimal stuff. I had very, very busy week going on, and no live streaming happened because I had a problem with the PlayStation to YouTube interaction. There was something going wrong where it was telling me everything was invalid and it couldn't connect anymore. I reached out to support and they did get everything squared away. So on Tuesday of this week, I did do an impromptu live stream. Going forward, what I want to do is I'm going to start posting a schedule for the approximate times during the week I'm going to be going live and doing streams, as well as trying to get more in depth with my unboxings and reviews, things like that. This past week, I did do a couple of haul videos, actually. So I did a haul video of new things I just got, and then I did another impromptu thing of the Rippaverse delivery that I received from Eric July's new comic book company. And basically, that was just kind of reviewing the care and packaging and showing what I did get. I'm going to be following up with reviews on all those books as well. I'm starting to film the review for ISOM 1 and 2 right now, getting all my thoughts situated on that and trying to put my points and comparisons and contrasting with the two issues from his first to his second. So stay tuned for those as well. And according to the feedback in my haul video, I have an idea of which piece I'm going to unbox next. But live streams should go back to normal starting next week. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the page updates. Again, hopefully you enjoyed checking all these out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, click that like button, click the subscribe button, click that share button, spread the nerdiness. Follow on all the social medias. My link tree is in the description down below. And guys, let me know if you've got any of these bombshells and what your thoughts are on the line. Should McFarlane try to bring these back? Personally, I would love it. And do you guys have any of the newer McFarlane lines? Let me know as well, because I'd like to know if the quality is kind of up to snuff of what these had. But guys, that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.